Hey guys, it's Ben. A slightly sunburnt Ben. I've been in Utah for the last almost 2 weeks now, and it's beautiful here. We spent a week over at Sand Hollow, New Mexico, near Huracan, New Mexico, and now we're at Bryce Canyon at a little RV park just outside of Cannondale, Utah. And man, we're having a ball. Time to go home tomorrow though, but today is weigh-in day. Before I weigh in and do my blood report to you guys, little history. So I started on Mounjaro, and my doctor said you have diabetes, you got to do this stuff. So I started on Mounjaro. It dropped my A1C from 10.6 to 5.4 in less than 3 months. My starting blood glucose level was 475. And when I stopped taking Mounjaro about 3 months ago, it was between 90 and 100. My doctor said, listen, if you're going to take another diabetes medicine, let's wait and see if your blood sugar is stabilized or if you're going to need to take another diabetes medicine at all, right? So we've been holding off. She's been waiting for me to call her when my blood sugar averages 140 per week or higher, right, for 2 consecutive weeks. But it's not gone above 140 yet. My blood sugar was 475 before the Mounjaro, and now that I quit the Mounjaro almost 4 months ago, my blood sugar this week, I'm happy to report, still not above 140. It's a little higher than last week though, and it's mostly because I think we're traveling and not eating 100% like I do at home. But my blood sugar this week, 135. So I'm still 5 points below that reporting number of 140, so I don't have anything to worry about. I don't need to call my doctor and say I need to go back on a diabetes medicine. It's still controlled to her satisfaction and mine through diet and exercise. Leads me to my second confession. Well, maybe my first one. The confession is I didn't walk 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday last week, or this week for that matter. Last week I missed Friday because we were traveling, and then today I missed because we were sightseeing and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, the walking around that we did at the sites that we went sightseeing at has enough exercise. So I did get my exercise in, but just not the walks. It's hard to do the walking, I gotta admit, you guys, without my dog Chuck hanging out with me. He's a great motivator, right? And talking about motivators, I want to talk about some other things that motivate me. Not things, but people on YouTube. Maybe I can point you in a right direction where you can get some motivation too, or at the very least help motivate the guys that are doing the YouTube videos. Anyway, let's do the weigh-in first. Like I said last week, my blood sugar was 128. This week it's 135, still not a problem. Last week last week my weight was 152. I think I might have gained a couple of pounds. I'm hoping that I'm up closer to 155 this week because I'm trying for that goal weight 155 to 160. So, but when I started taking the Mounjaro, I started losing weight. I got all the way down to 147 pounds, which is kind of one of the reasons that I quit taking Mounjaro. Not the only reason, but one of the reasons is because I just kept losing weight and couldn't stop. I quit Mounjaro 4 months ago, and I haven't put on too much weight since. 147 about 4 months ago. Last weigh-in 152, and I'm hoping to get between 155 and 160 and stabilize there. So let's hope I gained a couple of pounds this week. Let's see where we're at. We'll give it a tappy tap. Tappy tap. A tappy tap. There we go. Let it zero out. And here we go. All right, 153.8. I'm pretty happy with that. That's a gain of, let me do the math, 1.8 pounds. So I've gained 1.8 pounds this week. I'm pretty happy with that. It's an effort to gain the weight lately. I cannot believe that I'm having a problem getting up to 155. But it's taken me 4 months to go from 147 to 153.8. Now, you guys, it's not that I'm eating everything like I used to that I want to eat. I've really watched what I eat now. For instance, we don't do fast food hardly at all anymore. I mean, once in a blue moon, we'll have some fast food, but more than anything, The fast foods seem to make me sick. They upset my stomach. They don't taste good to me anyway. And I would prefer to have a home cooked meal, to be honest with you. That's a complete 180 from the way that I used to think. I used to think that that fast food was more delicious than my wife's cooking. I've since found out that it's not. Anyway, 153.8, I'll take it. So like I was saying earlier about motivation, I wanted to shout out a couple of people that motivate me. Like, a lot of people always ask me, what motivates you, and what gets you out of bed in the morning, what gets you to doing your walk-in or making sure that you're eating right and all that stuff. It's not just me. It's this vlog that I'm doing here on a weekly basis. You guys tune in every week and you're looking at me and I know it, right? I have over 1,000 subscribers. I just can't believe how many. I figured at most I'd get 50 to 100 maybe watching me, and that would have been plenty. But 1,000, that's like overwhelming pressure, right? Because I don't want to fail now in front of all these people watching me, right? Because there's a lot of people that don't think I can do this. And there's nothing worse than people thinking you can't do something and then you not being able to do it. But then again, there's nothing better than saying, I did it when you told me I couldn't. Right? And that's where I'm aiming for right now. My goal is to control my blood sugar and my weight through diet and exercise. And so far, so good. I've been off the Mounjaro now for 4 months. My blood sugar is pretty stable right now. It's been this way for 4 months. And my weight as well has barely increased at all. And I'm making a concerted effort to gain a couple of pounds. To say I'm happy with that would be an understatement. Anyway, what motivates me, right? It's not what, it's who. I watch a couple of guys on YouTube. One of the guys is an Australian dude, at the real McCoy 4955. If he can get over his accent, I know those Australians, you can barely understand what they're saying half the damn time. But if you can get over his accent, right, he knows what he's talking about. He's a pretty good dude, I think, and he's a surfer. And he films from interesting locations. And he had an electric skateboard. This guy is cool. Right? He's about my age, maybe a little younger. He looks a little younger, much more muscular, much more in shape because he lifts weights, he jumps on a trampoline. He's in a lot better shape. He surfs, right? He's in a lot better shape than I am. So I look to him for inspiration. I figure, you know, if that weird looking Australian dude can do it, then I can do it too, right? I can do it if he can do it. I hesitate to say it because maybe he doesn't feel the same way, but I've developed a kind of kinship for him. I look forward to his videos coming out so I can go check in to see what he's doing and to see what kind of progress he made this week, but mostly so I can see him surfing. He does a lot of surfing on his channel, and one time he was surfing amongst a whole pod of dolphins. Coolest thing ever. You should check out his channel at not the real McCoy 4955. I'll put a link in the description, and this is his site right here that you're looking at, his YouTube channel. Now another guy, it's a fairly recent guy that's been texting, or not texting me, but leaving messages right on my video, and his username is at 2bit76. His name is Jeremy, and he started this stuff like a month ago, I think, and I asked him, I said, dude, it'd be great if you did a vlog, you know, so we could follow along with your progress and stuff. And he's on it for mostly, I think, the glucose control, but also weight loss as well. He's got some major health issues. So it'll be interesting to see how Mounjaro and its side effects affects Jeremy. And if you wanted to check his channel out, this is his YouTube channel. He just started. He just put up one vlog so far, and he's got 2 subscribers, and I think I was number 2, right? So you can be number 3. You can get on the ground floor or something. So go check out Jeremy's channel at 2bit76 and give him some encouragement. Drop him a comment, give him a thumbs up, and let him know that you're thinking about it. Now, don't be too hard on the fella. You guys were pretty easy on me too when I first started this stuff, and you remember I was a little bit nervous. Jeremy's a little bit nervous. He says so in his video, but he does a great job, I think. Go check him out. Anyway, you guys, it's a short one because I'm on vacation. Right now I'm in Bryce Canyon. We're getting ready to head home tomorrow, probably. We'll get started that way anyway, back towards Oklahoma. We're not really sure where we're going to stop yet on the way back, but wherever it is, we'll have a good time. And not only that, but we'll see you next Wednesday, you guys. I'll be at home next Wednesday in my own surroundings, and you'll get to see Chuck again. I'm missing that guy. It's been a couple weeks since I've seen him, and I'm missing our walks together. Anyway, y'all, we'll see you next week.